everybody, and welcome back to a new video on the channel. So today we're going to talk about 10 different websites you can start using in order to make some money online. And these 10 different websites are going to depend on what type of skills you have. Some of these websites require that you have some kind of skill that you can use, either Photoshop, video editing, or whatever it can be. And some of these websites, it doesn't really require any kind of skill. So make sure you watch the whole video so you get a broad spectrum on what kind of website you might want to choose in order to make some money online. And remember that all of these websites are going to require that you actually put in the work. So if you don't have the time, if you don't want to put in the work, and if you're a lazy ass person, you are never gonna succeed at making money online. Everything you do in life, if you want to succeed, you have to put in the work, you have to put in the time, and in the end of it, you will actually start seeing money coming in. So let's get right into the video. I will show you all these websites and also some tips and tricks and things that I have used and things that I have done in order to be successful on these sites. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the first platform we're going to talk about is Fiverr.com. So Fiverr.com is a freelancing platform where you can sell different services for $5 and up to $1,000. It doesn't really have any kind of restriction, but it used to be $5 for every service. And before we jump in, searching through the site, what we're going to talk about is some ups and downs with the website. Who is the perfect person to begin selling on Fiverr is basically what we are gonna settle. So first off, Fiverr doesn't really have any restrictions on who can create an account on the website. So if you have some kind of skill, you can just create an account and be up and running in one day. All you have to do is create a gig and start selling your service. There are an abundance of categories and niches. You can look around and there's so many different things you can do, and almost everything is accepted on Fiverr. It kind of is the hellhole of the internet. So even if you want to find someone dancing for $5, you can find someone dancing for $5 and order it as well. So there are a ton of different things you can do, even if you don't have a skill. Stand in your room and dance. I even have a friend that used to sell like random stuff, random videos of himself, and some guy ordered him to be punched in the balls for $5. So that was basically it. And another problem with Fiverr is that there are a lot of competition. A lot of people can join, as I just mentioned. So there are a lot of competition, and you really have to stick out and make a good looking profile in order to actually get people ordering from your service. And the people you really are competing against are the top sellers on the website. So in every category, there are going to be some top rated sellers, and these people have been picked from Fiverr, and they have a lot of good reviews, and a lot of people are going to decide to choose these people. The thing you have to start doing is compete against these people, so put your prices a bit lower or provide an extra service or whatever you can do just to try to compete against the top rated sellers. And once you start getting a lot of reviews, you can increase your prices and you can increase your revenue. So that all just stick together. And even if you're like backed up with orders, you can also increase the price in order to get some more high paying customers. And Fiverr really is a great way for you as a beginner, if you are a freelancer, just to start out and actually get a portfolio to show your future customers what you have done in the past and actually start getting used to being a freelancer online. There are really gonna be like new experiences, and you're gonna have to contact people, you're gonna have to answer emails. You really are gonna get a kind of feel of how it is to run a business kinda. So Fiverr really is a good way if you are trying to become a freelancer in some sort. Something also to think about is that Fiverr have large fees, so they take 20% of each order. So let's say you sell something for $5, they're going to take $1, so that's $4, and then you have to pay taxes on that, and that kind of depends on what country you're in. So remember that Fiverr takes a lot of money, but it is free advertising essentially, and you get customers for free. So let's jump into the website. So let's say you are a Photoshop guy, or at least you know some kind of Photoshop, right? So let's just jump right in and search for some Photoshop. At the top, you can see a lot of people with a lot of reviews. So 600, 132, 187, 1K reviews. And you can see right here, top rated seller and top rated seller. So let's look at this profile right here. He has 32 orders in queue, and let's say All of them are for $5, but some of them are gonna be more expensive. But let's just make a low ball. So that's $160. Let's say everyone ordered a $40 one. Probably not, but some of them did. And that's times 32. So that's $1,000. And this is gonna be delivered in 1 day. So basically this guy can make $1,000 a day from doing video or photo editing through Photoshop. And what he really does is like retouch the images and make them look better. So you can see some of his work right here. So this is kind of before and after, I think. And even if you don't know Photoshop, let's say you know, maybe you can do voiceovers. You maybe have a good ass sounding voice. Like this guy right here or this guy right here. This is a top seller as well. They get a lot of reviews and they get a lot of orders. So this is $5. You got 15 orders in queue, and people are gonna order some extra stuff as well. So if you are a seller on Fiverr, you can upsell your customers. So let's say I order everything from this guy. It's gonna be $110, and a lot of people are willing to spend $110 on a voiceover. And let's say the script this guy is gonna read is 500 words. That's gonna be $130. And basically he delivers the work, he gets a review, and that's it. So you can make a lot of money on Fiverr. I've been a seller on Fiverr before. I recently quit, but what I used to do on Fiverr is like random stuff I try to figure out. I did some Photoshop, I did music promotion. So people used to pay me a lot of money just to be on my Spotify playlist. I can show it right here. So people used to pay me money to be on my playlist with 824 followers, all organic followers, but people used to pay me like $5, $25, $50, $100 just to be added to this playlist. And even if I go back, some music might be still on here, probably not. But that's just the crazy thing about it. You can do basically random stuff and make money from it. I probably made around 5K just from Fiverr alone. That was really as passive income. I didn't really have to do much. Someone paid me to edit their song, took me 1 second, and then just delivered the order, and that was it. So take a look at Fiverr, take a look at the different categories, and decide on what thing you can do. And if you don't want to become a freelancer, just keep watching the video and we will take a look at some other platforms that might be perfect for you. Alright, so the next platform we're going to talk about is Upwork. Upwork is also a freelancing website, but Upwork is more for people who actually are very serious about their freelancing job and they actually do have a real skill. So on Upwork, you cannot see people dancing for money and stuff like that. This is serious services in marketing, customer service, admin support, writing, design, mobile development, so apps and stuff, and web development. So on Upwork, there's gonna be a lot more serious people selling real services. And as well, something to note on Upwork is that most of the average orders are going to be a lot higher. So if you're selling web development of Fiverr, almost no one is going to pay you $1,000 for a website, but on Upwork, people are going to pay you over $1,000 for a website. So that is something to think about. And what are the negatives about Upwork? Well, it is really hard to get approved in Upwork, and they get around 10,000 applications each day. So 10,000 people are trying to get on Upwork each day to become a freelancer. So when you make your profile, you have to make sure that you put in relevant skills and things that they actually want to accept. Because let's say 1,000 people apply one day as a website designer, they're not going to accept all of them because they only accept the one who's really good at what they're doing. So they are really nitpicking and they're just trying to get the perfect and the best freelancers on the website because they want their website to have a good reputation for their buyers as well. And as I said, Upwork is for larger projects. So if you really want to start making a lot of money on Upwork or freelancing, Upwork is going to be the place for you. While Fiverr is mostly going to be a passive income type of thing. And something else you can think about Upwork is that since it's so hard to get approved and actually get an account on the site, there's not going to be as much competition as on Fiverr, since everyone basically can join and start sending requests and stuff like that. But on Upwork, it's going to be a lot easier getting in customers than on Fiverr. And the same thing here, just find your niche, and you have to make sure that you're good at what you're doing. All of these sites are basically made the same, so if you get a lot of good reviews, the website itself are gonna look at your profile and might make you a top rated seller. And you don't have to be a top rated seller to get a lot of orders, but top rated sellers are almost always the people who actually make a lot of money on the site. And this guy right here, Mohammed A, his you can usually see, yep, he made around 100k from this website alone. So this guy has made 100k from Upwork, and he lives in Pakistan, so you can just imagine how much money that is in his currency. And he's probably balling out in Pakistan, buying out all the clubs with the money he's making from Upwork. So make sure you actually have some kind of skill. This guy is a mobile app and game developer, so make sure you have some kind of skill. And if you don't really feel that you have the skill it requires to be on Upwork, just go on Fiverr and start on Fiverr and try to get some good reviews from there. And when you feel warm in your shoes and you feel like you're ready to go on Upwork, then you can go ahead and apply on Upwork. So that is basically it about Upwork. If you feel like you're the person that's right to apply for Upwork, just go ahead and apply. I've never been a seller on Upwork, but I'm probably gonna apply real soon. Since I run my own digital agency, and I do a lot of web development and stuff like that, I feel like I do have the skills it requires to actually become a good freelancer on the side. And it's also interesting just to be on the platform, just to meet new people and see if you can get a good project going through internet basically. It's gonna be it for Upwork.com. If you feel like you are a good freelancer, just go ahead and apply for Upwork. But I would recommend you to start on Fiverr if you're a new freelancer, and then jump over to Upwork when you actually feel like you're ready for it. But that is it, and let's jump into the next platform. Alright, so we're jumping over to the next platform. So the next platform is going to be Amazon FBA. And what is Amazon FBA if you never heard about it before? Amazon FBA is basically when you order products from a manufacturer, either in China or some other country, and you get your custom products from these manufacturers, and then you send the products directly to Amazon's fulfillment centers. And what Amazon will do then is when people order things on Amazon.com, order your product, they will actually send out the product for you and fulfill the order for you and send the product directly to the customer. So what are the ups and downs about Amazon FBA? Well, the ups and downs, or the ups I would say, is that Amazon FBA can actually grow into a full-time income really quickly if you do it right and if you find the right product to sell. The negative side is that it is going to require a starting capital, since you have to buy a lot of products from the supplier directly, and that is going to require a lot of capital, since most of these manufacturers only allow like a limit of you have to buy a minimum of 500 products or 1,000 products depending on how expensive they are. So you are gonna risk your money as well. If you do a bad job at doing your product research, so let's say you order this bag right here for $299, that's what you sell it for. Let's say you buy it for $80. This bag is $80. That's quite expensive to create a bag, but let's say it's $80. And let's say you have to buy a minimum of 500 bags. There's gonna be a 40k that you have to spend in capital just to get your product on the side. And if no one really purchase your product on Amazon, what you're gonna lose is all your money, unless you really want to start lowering your price to get some orders. So let's say you lower the price to, let's say, $100 because you really want to get these products sold quickly. Then you only got a $20 profit, which is quite good. And then also Amazon is going to take a profit or take some of that as well, so you're probably going to end up with some profit in the end. But make sure that you actually purchase products that people sell, so do your product research. There are a lot of great books and a lot of great articles about it, and I'm probably going to link some of them in the description if you want to read more about Amazon FBA and how to find the right product. So who should start selling on Amazon FBA? Well, if you feel like you have the capital and if you feel like you have the time to invest in doing the research part, you should go ahead and start looking at Amazon FBA. You can start making a lot of money on this site, and I've seen a lot of people succeed in it. I've never tried it, but I'm definitely gonna try this site in the future when I'm moving forward. But go ahead and try Amazon FBA. It's a great way of making money. if you want to spend the time. Alright, so the next thing you can do to start making money online is gonna be Amazon affiliates. And what Amazon affiliate is that you link to products that people can purchase on Amazon, and you'll get a commission for every sale that people do through your links. And Amazon really is one of the best affiliate marketer websites to use, since they have so much products and it's such a well-known company that most of the people visiting the site will end up purchasing something since they feel so comfortable with the brand itself, and it's also because you have done a review or whatever you have done to get people to click through to your link. And this is a great way of doing if you are a YouTuber. So let's say you do reviews of iPhones. So let's search iPhone review, and Marcus Brownlee right here. Let's pause the video so we don't get a sound. See, you're gonna support him with some ads as well. If you check in his description, he's most likely gonna have some kind of affiliate link. Tech I'm using right now, Amazon.com shop. He doesn't link to the product itself, but he does a link to his own Amazon shop. And in his Amazon shop, he has My Video Gear and public blah blah blah. So My Video Gear, when someone goes on this site because they want to make just as great videos as he does, and let's say they purchase this lens right here, he will get a commission on this sale. And this is quite an expensive product as well, but he's probably gonna get around 8 to 4% commission on every order. And Marcus Brownlee has a big audience, so just imagine how much money he's making from all the affiliate links that he has. And most of these tech YouTubers are making most of their money directly from affiliate links. They make more money from affiliate links than they do YouTube revenue. So think about that. And let's say you're not a YouTuber and you don't have a big audience. You don't really have to have a good audience or a big audience. So just produce a video on YouTube on a product that no one else really reviews. That is a way of doing affiliate marketing. You can also start a blog, start writing reviews, or compare different products. You don't even have to purchase the product itself. Just compare these products against each other, price-wise or spec-wise. And that is how you can start making money from affiliate marketing. You can also do it through Facebook groups. If you have some kind of followers on Instagram, let's say you have 10k followers on Instagram, you can do it that way as well. Facebook groups work really well. So let's say you target a Facebook group around dogs, and let's say we search for some dog products. So this product right here, and let's say you're a part of a Facebook group that are around dogs. Just link to this product with your link and say, oh, I just purchased this, blah, 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 and you will get commission on all the sales. So that is how you can advertise yourself through Amazon affiliates, and how you can start earning money from actually using Amazon, one of the biggest sites in the world. Alright, I feel like I'm talking too fast, so I'm gonna slow down for the next one. So the next one is gonna be something you're watching on right now. So the next option to make $100 a day is gonna be start a YouTube channel. Oh wow, so original. Yeah, it's really original. So what you can do on YouTube is, it's really up to your imagination. You can do really whatever. What I did with my channel before I deleted all my videos is the channel right here. I uploaded just compilations of Twitch highlights, random videos. And before I uploaded these Twitch videos, I used to do like rappers Snapchat compilations, and I got millions of views from that just by clickbaiting a Lil Pump or whatever it can be. And this video right here is at 3 million views. So just try to get some kind of YouTube content going and make sure you actually stick to some kind of niche. What I did wrong was that I went from rap videos to gaming videos, and it's not really related. So my subs are not that active because it can't really relate to the content I produce. You don't have to do compilation videos. You can start making videos yourself if you feel like you're the person who actually fits on a camera, if you feel comfortable doing something in front of a camera. So you can do tech reviews, as I just mentioned, and you can also link that up with Amazon affiliate links. Then you have a double income from that. And the thing with YouTube is it's gonna require a lot of your time and a lot of patience. If you don't know how to do video editing, you're gonna have to learn that from the beginning, and you're gonna have to spend the time researching what video should I produce and how should I do the thumbnail, the most important part of your video. You have to think of all these stuff, and you have to keep producing content constantly. You have to produce at least a video a week just to keep producing, and if you keep at it, and if you keep on doing your content production, eventually your channel will grow because people will see your videos when searching for different stuff. So let's say this video right here, it used to have 100k views, and it just stopped growing. It stopped at 100k views, and all of a sudden it got to trending, and people started getting it in their recommended, and it just kept growing from there. So what you can do is really just make a video, and 1 year later it's gonna blow up. You never really know. So just keep producing videos, and eventually something will happen with your channel. So don't look at your subs, don't look at the views, just keep producing and see what happens. And try different stuff till you figure out what you really want to produce. Alright, so let's jump into the next one. This one doesn't require you to be it kind of requires you to be a freelancer. You don't have to really produce content, and you don't have to advertise something, and you don't have to find customers yourself. So this is a website you kind of can be kind of lazy. It still requires work. So what is it? It's translation. If you couldn't read right here, you are gonna translate different text to different languages, obviously, and you can actually get kind of good pay. So the ups and downs of being a translator is that you can start working when you want to. So if you want to work in the evening, you can do that. If you want to work in the morning, it's possible. If you want to work at night, you can do that as well. And really the ups and downs of this is you have to know a second language. If you only know English or some other language, and you only know that language, it's going to be quite hard for you to translate a text into the other language. Unless you're going to try to cheat the system and use Google Translate, that is not going to end up working well for you. So try just doing it legit, and if you feel like you want to translate, just go ahead and start doing it. And something to think about is that some languages will be getting a lot more paid since a lot less people actually know the language. So one of the languages I've seen a lot that gets a lot more paid is Chinese. So let's look at Chinese. So on monthly average is $544 for everyone who translates on this site through Chinese. And let's look at Chinese traditional, 526. Arabic 200. So you see it really differs between how many people are willing to actually do the work. So let's look at Danish, $238 a month, English 417, French 226, German does quite well, Greek not really. And it really depends how the market is doing. So if a lot of people decide to order a Swedish translation, the prices are going to go up, obviously. But I feel like this is a good way to start if you're good at typing. If you type really fast on your computer, you should really try applying for these kind of websites. So if you want to become a translator, go ahead and join this website. You will start getting paid for just writing really fast. So if you want to make more money, you're going to have to learn to type faster. And the faster you type, the faster you're going to earn your money. So if you're fast at typing, if you know a second language, and if you feel like you have a language that actually gets paid a lot, not like Russian right here, Serbian 55. So if you have a second language that's really good, if you know Chinese especially, you should go ahead and apply and try to become a translator. Alright, the next way we're gonna talk about making money is Instagram. So through Instagram you can start making money, and most of you already know this. If you look at Kim Kardashian and all these other influencers, they're making millions from just posting things on Instagram directly. So if you want to become an Instagram influencer, you don't really have to make the Instagram account around yourself. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can also start a Instagram account account around a specific niche. So you can start an Instagram account called Christmas, everyone who loves Christmas, and just post posts related to Christmas. And a lot of people that are really into Christmas are going to start following your account. You can start this for almost any niche, so street fashion, travel, entrepreneurship, backpacking. There's a lot of different things you can start on Instagram in order to make in order to grow your account, basically. And what you have to do in order to succeed at doing Instagram is stay productive and keep pushing out content that catch people's attention and make them want to follow your account. So if you're actually producing good content that people want to see in their feed, people are going to start following you. And also make sure that you use hashtags that are relevant for your page, and also use hashtags that don't really have a lot of competition, so your posts are visible longer under the hashtag itself at the top. So that are my recommendations for growing an Instagram account. Eventually, when you have around 10k followers, please don't go out and try to buy followers. No one is gonna want to sponsor your Instagram account. Just saying that straight out. Don't buy followers. No one is gonna wanna partner with you. People are looking at engagement rate, and if you have fake followers, you're gonna have a low engagement rate, and no one is gonna sponsor your page. But let's go ahead. So you have 10k followers. Now you can start charging $10 to $25 for a shout out on your page. And when you keep growing your page and eventually, let's say you end up getting 1 million followers, let's hope to God. And if you put in the work, I probably believe in you. If you put in the work and if you actually create good content, comment it down below, comment your Instagram account down below, and I will check it out. And if you actually produce good content, I will make sure to follow that account and also ping your comment as well. But if you grow your account, you can eventually start making thousands of dollars. And let's say you just make $10 per shout out. That's still a lot of money, because you get $10 every 24 hours, and that is $300 a month from doing just a post on Instagram. And eventually you're gonna start getting 25 per post, so that's 750, and eventually you probably start getting $50. And I know these influencers get these kind of money because I ran different e-commerce stores, and I used to pay influencers for shoutouts. I even paid up to $500 per shoutout for an account with 1 million followers. So imagine that page making $500, and this was for 12 hours shoutout, and then he removed the post itself. So $500 per 12 hours, and there's 24 hours a day. Yeah, okay, he makes $1,000 a day. Then you have $1,000, and there's 30 days a month. That's $30,000 a month from doing shoutouts that takes basically 10 minutes of work. So make sure, if you want to produce content on Instagram, if you feel like this is the way you want to make money, go ahead, start creating content on Instagram. All right, the next step not really the next step, but the next website you can use in order to make some money is actually buying domains. So if you have a domain you really think is going to be popular in the future, or a domain that just really sticks out, you should go ahead and purchase that domain and keep it until someone approaches you and tries to actually buy your domain. Some example would be for a few years ago, no one would buy crypto.com, but this domain itself is worth probably over $1 million or even more today. Basically, what I'm trying to say, if you're good at spotting trends ahead of anyone else, you can always purchase these domains before anyone else as well. And when the trend is starting to get attention and starting to roll, basically, a lot of companies will start looking for domains related to this trend. And if you own a domain that a lot of companies want to buy, you can sell it for a lot of money. So you can also purchase domains that companies might be interested in buying in the future. That is a good way of looking at it. So let's say there's a franchise company in the US that's trying to expand into Europe. What I would be able to do is buy a .se domain, which is a Swedish domain, and let's say the company is called Bikes Fun 123. So this is the domain that they have in the US.com, right? And let's say they want to expand into Europe and Sweden. I would buy this domain before they had the chance to actually purchase it, and then you can resell it to them for a good markup. So if you're good at spotting trends or looking at companies that might gonna expand in the future, go ahead, buy those domains, and eventually you're able to put them up for sale, or someone is just gonna approach you and ask to buy the domain directly. If you want to go ahead and buy domains, I would recommend GoDaddy. They all have one of the cheapest domains online. If you buy your first domain on GoDaddy, I think it's $1 for a domain, so a .com domain for $1. That's a pretty good deal. So make sure you check out GoDaddy if you're interested in buying domains. Alright, so the last way of making $100 a day online is gonna be through Shopify. Not really Shopify, it's dropshipping. And if you don't know what dropshipping is, please let me explain. So this is basically what dropshipping is, easily explained, okay? So this is the manufacturer that is selling, this guy is selling bikes. You're probably not gonna dropship bikes, but just for an example, this is a bike, all right? This is your website and your store, and this is your customer right here. Okay, and just to make sure, www, that's the website. This person sees your Facebook ad, your YouTube ad, whatever, something that gets them to click to your website. So they go ahead and click to your website and buy this bike on your website. When they order it on your website, let's say you're selling it for $400 and this guy right here paid $400, your website you will go ahead and buy it from the manufacturer, and let's say the manufacturer is selling it for $200, so you go ahead and order it from the manufacturer and put in this customer's information to the manufacturer. Then the manufacturer directly will send the product to your customer. So all you really do is that you're the middleman between these two transactions, and you will end up with a $200 profit from this deal, and there's gonna be some taxes on that as well. But that is basically how dropshipping works. Easily explained, I would say. And the positive side of using dropshipping is that it doesn't really require any kind of capital except buying a domain, buying a website, and things like that. So that is gonna take some time, setting up your website and finding products that people want to buy. Dropshipping is not an easy business. It's not easy. People want to promote this all the time on YouTube. I even get ads on YouTube for people trying to sell their course because they say they're a Shopify expert. Shopify and dropshipping is not easy, okay? You're gonna take a lot of time because this person right here is not just gonna go on your website if you don't put ads in front of this guy, or if you don't put a YouTube video in front of this guy. So make sure you put in a lot of time researching how to do Facebook ads, how to do influencer ads, how to do YouTube ads, how to get organic traffic. Just make sure you research as much as possible about advertising before you start going ahead thinking you're going to be a millionaire doing dropshipping. And also the product is going to be really one of the most important parts. You really want to find a product that people actually want to buy. And I think I have some previous videos on this, so make sure you check out my channel. I have some videos on how to find winning products, so go check that out if you want to learn some more on how to find winning products. So that is basically my top 10 ways of making $100 a day online. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like this video. If you have a question, comment it down below, and if you feel like it, subscribe to my channel. I upload different videos on entrepreneurship, dropshipping, SEO, website design, and other stocks and cryptocurrency related topics. I will see you guys in the very next video. Thanks for watching.